Beginner's Guide to Acrylic Painting Snowy Mountains, 2 Easy Methods. Are you ready to take your mountain painting skills to the next level? In this captivating tutorial, we'll unlock the secrets to painting majestic snowy mountains using acrylics. Whether you're a beginner or have some experience, we've got you covered with not just one but 2 amazing methods to bring these breathtaking landscapes to life. Get ready to unleash your creativity as we guide you step by step on this artistic journey. So grab your brushes and join us as we dive into the mesmerizing world of acrylic painting. Why paint snowy mountains? Snowy mountains are a versatile and appealing subject for landscape paintings. They allow artists to play with light, shadow, and texture to create stunning visuals. Mastering these techniques not only enhances your art skills, but also opens up new possibilities for your creative expression. To get started, you will need the following tools and supplies: acrylic paints, brushes of various sizes, palette, canvas, water, and cloth. Method 1. Step-by-step guide to painting snowy mountains. Step 1. Sketch the mountain range. Begin by lightly sketching the outline of your mountain range. This will serve as a guide for your painting. Use a dark color acrylic paint to create a base layer for your mountains. In this example, we're using black as the base color. Lay the color down with a large flat brush or a palette knife as seen here. Take your time and continue until you're happy with the product. No matter the method, smooth out the base color without making it too thin. This will help set the tone for your painting and will be covered in part by subsequent layers. Once you have laid down the mountain range, let this layer of paint dry before moving onward. Step 3. Add texture and depth. Now it's time to add some texture and depth. An angled palette knife and white paint will be very useful for this method. Gather a small row of white paint on the edge of the angled palette knife as shown here. Choose an angle emanating from each mountain peak and place your palette knife there. Scrape the paint lightly onto the canvas at an angle that follows the formation of these mountains. You will eventually run out of paint, but that's okay. As the paint breaks up, it lends itself to the rocky texture of these natural formations. Continue this method for each peak. The next step is creating the shadow for these snowy mountain peaks. Clean your palette knife of the previous color and instead use a light gray. Let's use the same method of applying this paint, so grab a little row of gray paint on the knife's edge like this. Then, find the opposite side of the snow you just laid down. Meet the edge and slowly scrape away in the opposite direction. Be sure to follow the mountain formation you previously created. Be mindful of where the light would naturally hit the mountains and apply your highlights accordingly. Method 2. Step-by-step guide to painting snowy mountains. Step 1. Rough outline of the mountain range. This method begins like the first, with a rough sketch of your mountain range using black paint. Create varying peaks of different sizes in any way you choose. Where you place the horizon line will depend on the nature of your landscape painting. If you're new to this technique and are trying it out for the first time, follow our lead until you get the hang of things. Once you have laid down the mountain range, let this layer of paint dry before moving onward. Step 2. Building layers. Using a small flat or filbert brush, paint with darker shades for the shadows and gradually add lighter tones. Medium blue with a bit of silver or light gray will serve as the shadow color in this example. Light gray, light blue, or white will be our highlight colors. This method relies heavily on layering to create depth and realism, so take your time and continue working until you're happy. Step 3. Texture and depth. Use different brush strokes to create texture and shape in your mountains. In essence, begin at the peak of the mountain top and drag color down and away until the brush runs out of paint. It's okay to switch between light and dark as you lay down these angular brush strokes. Clean your brush in between colors to create highlights that truly pop off the canvas. Don't fret if the paintbrush runs dry, the broken up paint will help create a realistic looking rocky texture. Take your time and continue until you're happy with the product. Tips and techniques for painting snowy mountains. Here are a few additional tips for painting snowy mountains. Practice blending your colors for smooth transitions. Create depth by using perspective in your mountain range. Try adding subtle hints of other colors, such as blues or purples, to make your snow look more natural. Thank you for joining us on this artistic journey. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and leave a comment or question. We would love to hear about your experience and see the amazing snowy mountain landscapes you create. To continue your painting journey, visit acrylicartsacademy.com.